through the next 51 reasons why you should own the world's greatest investment. And as you get started, we're going to be talking about, this is a wonderful book by Robert Miles. He's a friend of mine. I've attended his classes, and we're going to kind of go through this kind of quickly. We're going to be spending a lot more time on this kind of material when we go through the Warren Buffett conference. His big conference is happening on Saturday, and we'll continue on that. But let's go through the last 51 reasons of why we're so big investments in it. What we love about it is it's a whole different way to think about retirement, because of the way that it's structured, the way the taxes are, the way the estate is. So that's a good one. Unknown, misunderstood corporation. Very few people really spend the time. Everybody's thinking about the next hot thing. What's the hot thing that a neighbor across the street told me over the fence that I'm going to go gamble on? Well, they don't do that. They're very, very different. Buffett's lifestyle is no different than the way he runs the companies, and the way that he set those companies to continue. He's in the same house that he bought many, many years ago. You won't see him in all the fancy cars and stuff like that. He usually eats McDonald's in the morning for breakfast. He's just, he's got billions and billions of dollars, but he's not this showy, flashy guy like all the rest of these people. And the reason I like that is because the way he runs his own home, the way he runs his own lifestyle, is the way that you're going to run your companies. Your companies are a direct mirror of the way that you run your own family. If the way that you run your finances in your family are going to be the same way that you're going to run your business. Okay. Balance sheet means those are the assets versus the liabilities. They have very few liabilities. Some of the companies that they own have liabilities where they borrow money, but when they're borrowing money, their goal is to make money off that money, just like they do with banks. Lazy investor approach. You're not going to have to pay attention. You don't look at the market. We don't care if it's going up or going down. Buffett says, I want to buy a company that I know is going to make money, that if I couldn't see how well it was doing, then, for 10 years, if the stock market closed, I wouldn't be worried about that. It's similar to your home or your farm. If somebody came up to you every day and said, I'll give you, $100,000 for your house. Next day he comes back to you, I'll give you $90,000 for your house. The next day, I'll give you $105,000 for your house, or that on your farm. Well, that gets pretty tiresome. And that's what the stock market is. So the reason we invest in the stock market is because it is small portions of big companies that make money. Okay. Like I said, I've met a lot of some of the people that are the big managers. I've been to all kinds of different conferences. This thing is going to continue to run because, Disney has done better after Walt passed away than it did while he was there. He was the creative genius, but other people were able to come in and leverage the great things that he created. Apple, Tim Cook has taken Apple way further than Steve Jobs did. So there's a different mentality from a founder to one that takes it to the next layer. So I don't have any issue. I don't have any really issues where it's going next. I think they got a great team. Brokers don't recommend it because they don't make any money on it. It's not a mutual fund where they're going to charge you 2%. They don't make money on it, so they don't really recommend it. Okay. Life lessons. You're going to learn from the guy. You talk about his history. His history is very similar to what your history's been. My dad is 4 days older than Warren Buffett, and he's got these wonderful lessons that he's teaching. You get great strategies, then you just add zeros, and that's what he's done. Usually when the market goes down, his stock does better because he loves it when there's blood in the street. He loves it when he can buy great companies at big discounts. Just loves it. The way that they manage it, okay. Margin for lifestyle. Again, I'm just going to kind of go through these here. Acquire of choice. Again, one of the reasons people don't like it is because they don't make any money off of it. If they're a broker and trying to sell it, they don't get money under management. You don't have to pay taxes on it, in the short term, because most of you are going to hold it for long term, and then you're going to get treated for long term capital gains, which are the lower than you have to do. Earnings dissolutions, chairman's character, the fish stinks from the head down, or the fish is wonderful from the head down. If you've got somebody that's a crappy owner or chairman, then the company's going to be that way. Six Sigma, decade trader, multiple decades. They concentrate on the great companies. Munger loves Costco. That's one of their big holdings that they do. And they find wonderful companies that make money that are growing. And that's the ones that they like to invest in. They're concentrating. So, you can buy the whole stock market, for example. All the stocks, you can buy the S&P 500. They've taken the S&P 500 and they've taken a smaller chunk of those that they can do really well with, that they usually been able to buy at a great price because they've been doing this for so long. It's nice not to have to pick and choose. A lot of times it's undervalued because but the true value is usually higher. Mortality, competence. Okay, good. Tracks like minds, big thing. You go to this conference and everybody's thinking the same thoughts. They're long-term thinkers. They're business people. They like to make money. And they're very giving too, the stockholders that are there. Okay, good. It's misunderstood because somebody's not out there screaming at you to buy or sell the stock because they don't make money on you. They're the brokers and stuff like that. Values, they're looking at values. They're looking to buy great companies at a great price. So they're kind of value investors. Inefficient market theory. We can talk about that a little bit more, but that's basically, if you really know what's something worth, if you should buy it or not, and they know what things are worth. All kinds of noise. You hear Kramer on TV. They're all screaming and yelling, buy this, buy that, sell this, buy it, sell this. They're day trading. They're gambling. They're going to Vegas. We don't do that. We don't day trade. If we're going to invest in Vegas, we're going to invest in the hotel, that we know is going to make money. Okay. The capital allocation, how they allocate the different capital that's going around there. Intelligent investing. We talk about the Intelligent Investor book by Graham. And there's different classes that are on Success Money Foundation that you can go through that just talk about the intelligent investing and stuff like that. Peaceful night's sleep. If you've got companies that are making money, that are the biggest in the marketplace, you can sleep at night. Independent thought, large foundation. It's a massive foundation. And again, all that money's going to charity. All the Buffett's, all of his Berkshire stock is going to charity. So that's pretty amazing. And there's all kinds of different foundations. These are the kind of people you want to hang out with, people that are givers. People like to make money because it's a game. It's a game to him. It's a game to us, and games are fun. And then as you make that money, it's like, the game isn't to go spend it. The game is to give it away. The game is to help other people. And that's how he thinks. And that's how I think. Always good surprises. You're not going to find bad stuff. Owners, he's looking for owners. He's looking for more people like him. Tax-free dividends, because they don't do anything on the dividends. Perpetual, you can have this down from generation to generation. This is generational wealth, not into gimmicks. A lot of value because of their connections. They can put people together to do big deals. And, back in the day when they had a big portion of Disney, they put them together with Cap Cities. And that's how Disney ended up buying the big ABC station and ESPN Sports. Financial education, he's big into financial education. Investment model, we're going to talk about more. All seasons, because it has the right components. State of mind and simplicity. So what I highly recommend is that you go through those courses that we have on the site about Buffett and about intelligent investing. And that's why we're so hardcore in doing those. So now we're at the end of our class. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to hand out, we're going to say goodbye to our friends from around the world. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hand out, put all so anybody that's in class today, thank you for being here. We're going to give you Buffett bucks. All of you earned some Buffett bucks that are going into your bank. And so stay tuned. We're going to give you some of those different links so that you can do that. We're actually going to continue with that. So we're going to say goodbye to our friends. But the rest of you that are here live, and all of you should be coming to these classes live, so you can be interactive with us, and so you can earn your Buffett bucks by coming to our live classes. So remember, share the wealth, make it happen, make a difference. Biggest things make a difference, and then make it happen. And remember, every life is precious. And every day you look in the mirror, that life is precious. You're precious. You are a miracle. Just think what it took to get you here. You are a miracle. Your children are miracles. The guy down the street, even though he acts a little weird, is a miracle. Just remember that, and you never know what kind of challenges that they're dealing with. So be kind, be helpful, give them the benefit of the doubt, give them a smile, make a difference, make it happen. Every life is precious. We'll see you all next week. We'll see all of you on Saturday for the big Buffett event. And we'll see you back here. The rest of you stay tuned, because we're going to give away a bunch of Buffett